not solidify, but where I was coming with is, it was discussion like, okay, I do like the nonprofit free shit, and I ended up when I got disability because of my too many knocks to the head, I got Medicaid, right? And I still went to the same people, but I had to fill out the paperwork so they could get paid differently. I didn't want to somehow cheat or whatever without knowing it.
Right.
So I made sure I did that right. But I stayed there because the one guy in my life, or one of the handful that made a difference, and I want to say his name. His name's Adam, and let's just say
we may edit it.
Yeah. Adam Chanowski. So if you
so we're definitely gonna
without
edit it.
saying the name, you can.
So we're definitely gonna edit it.
Yeah, NFL Patriots, NFL star, and this guy, you could just tell by his build, even when he was like overweight, like you knew he came from some kind of stock. I mean, this guy not being overweight, but kind of being overweight, was a solid 250, 300 at like 6'1".
Damn, you say he came from some kind of stock.
But he
That's
didn't
crazy.
have what I got. You know what I'm saying? He was
That's
still
cattle
always,
terms.
boom. You know, like he doesn't work out anymore, but it's like them jeans. So, anyways,
cattle terms.
He went into a nonprofit shit just because he came from, I guess, a well enough raised background and enough knowing that he had it better than most. What he could do and afford to do is not make as much money as he would need to live, because there's other old monies, so he could help other people. And from that, being the son of an NFL pro star football player, to that is I mean, most people would look severely down on that. Anyways, that's irrelevant. I'm gonna shorten this up. So I was having the conversation with him. I said, look, because I try to help him. He can't help me. It's like your buddy's been to war or prison or whatever. You can empathize, but unless you be there, you don't know, and you don't know. And I'm like, look, dude, you don't know. And I explained to him why I didn't. And he thought about it. He's like, you're right, I don't, but I try. And I was like, that's why we love you. You guys are the rare breed. But so I was having a conversation. I said, with all this stuff's going on, and I was like, we're gonna wait a couple of months till I see you again. I want what you think. Don't answer now. I said, if you look at everything going, this is back about mid 2020, fall 2020. And I said, think about it. How many percentage, I already knew the answer to the I said, of people at an average, like, statistical base are mentally ill. Like, not just I'm depression, but I don't function well in society mentally ill. And I said, that's 10%. Or I asked him, he said 10%. I agreed. I said, okay, out of those people, how many of them are extremely aggravated on a regular basis? They're always aggravated. They're always frustrated. They're always upset. They're always angry. They're sad, because most of the time you're the best they can get. I can do better, but if you're living on a street with 2 teeth, and I'm just saying. So anyways, I was like, look, man, I was like, now and he agreed with everything. He's like, yeah, that's prominent in a lot of basic everybody that he sees that are really mentally ill. And I said, think about it. If you gave this large 10%, which when you think of 360 million, that's 36 million, and there are all these things: upset, mad, feel left alone, feel lost, estranged, abandoned, a lot of things, and then you add all the other stuff on, and you give them some way to have that outlet, that outlet that they've been sitting on for 5, 10, 22, whatever years, and now it's acceptable societal-wise to degrees to destroy shit, burn it down, break shit, and hurt people. You're activating 10% of the country right there. And y'all, if you don't know it now, you should have known it before. You should at least know it now, but they don't. They didn't think of it in that lens. And so anyways, what was the point of this? I forgot.
The point of it was, I don't know, I'd have to rewind.
Yeah, I'm rambling. There was a good point to it. I just got lost. This is what we do at each other. Something about mental health. I guess what I was getting to is I understood, and after he talked with me and thought about it for a while, like I said, it was for years 15 minutes, and that was everybody. But as things went on, he started making it longer. And I don't think as much that I needed more help, but it was kind of getting, I guess, interesting. Now, I got a cab driver. Right? His name on my phone is Taxi Dan. He's a Migo cab driver. He's from Nigeria. Cool as shit. But, you know, first generation. And after the first few cab rides, since I have a lot of time on disability to pay attention to not just politics, but you know, when the manosphere, the man, you know, and there's a lot of topics. And I would talk to him about these things, and this dude would get enamored. Like he'd write down names of commentators after hearing me refer to him, because he didn't have the time between, you know, he's got kids. This dude works way more than he should running a taxi to pay for him. He's got a wife. You know, he's got work, he's got to sleep. He didn't have the time to even brush what I get into. And actually, for the last 5 cab rides, 40, 50, $60 cab rides, he gives them to me for free just when he hear me tell him what's going on. He's like, you know what? I'm like, oh, what are you? He's like, it's nothing. First time, I was like, why? He's like, man, you fascinate me. And I was like, well, because the way I look, and he's like, nah, man, you just know all kinds of shit when you tell me. I hear it and it makes sense from what little I can see and hear. He's like, it all adds up. I just couldn't connect the dots. I was like, you couldn't connect the dots because you didn't have the time. You got a wife, most people have, long-term girlfriend, short-term girlfriend, kids, her kids, no kids, jobs, mortgages, rents, layoffs, COVID, you know what I'm saying? And there's just not enough time in the day to wormhole. But there's a lot of little things no one even ever hears about. Because, like, as people are seeing now, local politics are crippling, you know, whatever it might be. I mean, just saying there's so much to pay attention to the smallest to largest, and a lot of it has its own end results that once you get the end result, unless you really have the time and energy and the space to figure out how do we get to that. You get the short version in the main line, but you missed all the nuances that led to it, which is what caused that, in your mind, or not bad or good outcome. They don't give you all that information. There's only enough time in a 1-hour show. You know? There's only so many topics to tackle. And there's only so much time. And then these experts or whoever, you just got to have somebody with common sense and the time. People aren't stupid. Deplorables aren't stupid. I'm not saying anybody's stupid. A lot of people are. Right. Thing is, they don't have the time to do it. I'm rambling. I'm going to let you go. Peace. Crazy Chris. Go.